Welcome back, everybody, to another Fun Gear review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the MT Military Army MOLLE 2 Tactical Assault Backpack. Basically, this is a copy of the U.S. Army's MOLLE 2 Assault Backpack, otherwise known as the 3-Day Pack. The reason I got this is because my old pack, which I use for work, has finally given up the ghost. This is my old pack. And what happened was the main zipper, right there, see that? The main zipper finally went. And the shuttles for the zipper skipped, and, well, that, as they say, is that. So I started looking online for a replacement. I like this style of backpack. It's the perfect size for me to take at work. I have a little homemade cooler that goes in this main compartment area, holds my lunch, all my drinks, keeps them cold. Well, let me give you an idea of what I expect out of this backpack, and we will see if this one lives up to it. The U.S. Army had these style of packs from 2004 till 2019. I bought this one used 7.5, almost 8 years ago. So I got 8 years of use out of it. Who knows how old it was from then? And when you're talking military surplus, it's not so much the age as it is the mileage. Alright? So I'm going to be really closely looking at this when we get out of the box for stitching, quality, all that. And then later on, after using it for 6 months, we'll do an update video. Current price on Amazon for this pack in multicam is $113.99. Now, I tried to find a Made in America one, a new one. I didn't want to buy another surplus one. And I was just having problems, so that's why I settled on this Amazon one. So let's take a look at this box. Has some interesting notations on it, how to care for it. Alright. As you can see, it's a 35 to 40 liter pack, which is perfect. It's big, but not too big. Alright, and on the other side it just has some rough specifications. So, let's cut the tape here and get into this guy. Alright. Let's see what we got. Because I'm going to tell you, if I don't like what I see, it'll go right back to Amazon. I ain't afraid of sending stuff back. Well, first glance, interesting. Yeah, let's get out of this bag. Alright. Let's look at the straps. Right away, you can see they're logoed, the AK Max. That's the manufacturer, but it does resemble the military ones. Let's see if we can. Yep, that seems to work. Let's check this one. Now, if you pull this button right here, it's a quick release. They just come apart. Yeah, that's why you're supposed to put your thumb under here and kind of pull if you've never had one of these packs. And there is the belt strap, sternum strap. Buckles look alright. Let's turn around here. Okay, it's kind of pointless to put that on there, but I guess branding is branding, right? The zipper It's not as heavy as my military one. The military zipper is a lot heavier than this. So that is a strike against it. Feels like it's got that internal board in there. Let's take a look at that. Yep. So this internal board, this is a plastic board with foam on one side. This is what gives the pack its rigidity. It kind of helps it keeps its shape. Alright. So that's, you know, it looks like a copy of a U.S. Army one. Well, they give us some extra buckles and a patch. I am not going to use their patch, but it was nice. Let's get this literature out here and take a look at it. Oh, there's more stuff in there? What the heck? Oh, okay. I guess it's instruction for somebody that's never messed around with MOLLE. Okay. And then what is this? Another instruction card. Okay. Yeah, that's very basic stuff. What is this? Okay. So it's just like that and an invoice. Alright. Kind of weird, but okay. So I'm going to put all that back in there. You know what? Toss that aside until we're done. Alright. This looks like a vinyl applique for the US. It actually feels like it's a little raised, like that's a vinyl and like an iron-on. Okay, let's take a look in here. Yeah, that same light zipper. At least it's a YKK zipper, so at least it's some quality. Okay. Everything's so rigid and brand new on this, it's hard to manipulate it. Okay, you got that. You got a Velcro pouch in there, just like the military one. And we got this Velcro there. Made by Fashion Outdoor. Okay, whatever. Alright, doesn't look too terrible. You know, it's made in China, you know. I am gonna load this up with my homemade cooler and see how it looks. I'll bring you back in a minute. My homemade cooler inside the bag. Boy, that was difficult. Everything is so stiff and new. Got all the straps adjusted the way I want. Got everything all set. The waist belt I got tucked inside here and clipped together. You can do that if you don't want to use the waist belt. If you're using this as an outdoor bag, I would say use the waist belt. Me, I have a couple 100 feet to walk before I'm in the factory, and maybe, I don't know, maybe another 300 feet to get to where I work. So for me, it's not a big deal. I'll give you a look at a homemade cooler. It's made out of Reflectix and duct tape. And that's all it is. It's a homemade cooler made out of Reflectix and duct tape. And I throw a few frozen bottles in there with my lunch, and I'm all set. Boy, this thing is stiff. I'm so used to my old bag that I could just manipulate. This is all broken in and like a comfy pair of sneakers. Alright. The only thing else I did is I lubed up the zippers with some lip balm. So now they're nice and slick. They go where they're supposed to. You know? So when I bring you back, 6 months will have passed. Now mind you, I will be using this 5 days a week, sometimes 6. And it's not that I go into work and I just put the backpack down and don't touch it. No. I put my wallet and keys in here. So I always keep the backpack near me. When I go on break, I take the backpack with me. So it's going to get a lot of mileage, if you will. So we will see right around June into July is when we will come back. And that will be about 6 months. Alright? I hope you all stick with me, and I'll see you in 6 months. Welcome back, everyone. So, today is July 3rd, 2023. I purchased this backpack in January 3rd of 2023. It's been 6 months. It's had a lot of daily use. There's been a lot of miles put on this thing. Couple times I've pulled the cooler that I have in here right now out, and I've used this on some day hikes here and there. So I can honestly say I've used this a lot. Okay, now we're going to get into what I like, what I don't like, and how this is held up. One thing I do want to show you, I set this a lot on the factory floor near where I work. I want to show you the bottom of this pack. Now you can see it's definitely become soiled because you look at it versus looking at here, and you can see these Fast-Tech buckles that are down here got a little bit of scratching, a little bit of wear on them. But I don't see any failure of any of the stitching. I don't see any major problems here. Okay? This has held up very well. One of the things that didn't hold up very well is this coated material. As you can see, it's peeling. Now I'm grabbing this handle all the time, lifting it up, putting it in my truck, taking the backpack off, setting it on the ground at work. So I'm grabbing this handle. I have no idea how many times a day, like dozen, 2 dozen, something like that. So you can see what this looks like after 6 months. Is it terrible? No. But the coating, whatever that is, this rubberized stuff, is peeling right off the material. Okay? The zippers. The zippers have held up very well. I'm happy. They are YKK zippers. They're just not as heavy as my original military backpack. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. The buckles. All the buckles, all these buckles have held up very well. Now, the one that gets the most use are these two down here on this back flap, because I'm into this compartment all the time. And the buckles here for the sternum strap. This gets a ton of use. You know, I'm putting the backpack on, I'm hooking the sternum strap, and I'm going. Over and over and over. This is held up very well. I see no problems here. The stitching for here, where we are attached to the pack, no problems, no issues, no ripping, no nothing. Okay? Now, these straps right here that go down for the adjustment for your backpack straps, I feel these are a little short. I appreciate this loop here for your thumb, but honestly, these need to be about 12 centimeters longer or 6 inches. Okay? I'm a large guy, and I'm a little overweight, and I got a bit of a barrel chest. And sometimes putting this on, even when these are fully extended, they just feel a little short. Okay? So if you're a larger person, you might not like that. One of the complaints I see a lot for MOLLE style assault backpacks like this is right here. This comes around your neck. So until you get this pack broke in and this softens up, it is pressing on either side of your neck, and that can be a bit annoying. When I first got this, these were as stiff as a board. Now look at them. They're nice and supple. I mean, to me, this is perfect. This is perfect. I got it broke in. I like what I got. All right. I haven't used this compartment right here. This like map pocket. I haven't used that at all. I can see where that could be useful for certain things, but I haven't used it. All right. Now, you see I added a side pouch, 2 side pouches. This just holds my gloves for work, and this one here holds flashlight and a few other knickknacks that I need to get to quickly. All right. Now, let's talk about the coating that's on this fabric that's inside here. This right here. As you can see, we're sealing, let me zoom in on that. You're seeing some peeling on that coating. Now, my old military one, even though it had a ridiculous amount of miles and age on it, that coating never failed. So this Chinese coating is not up to par. And that's just rubbing against the zipper here. Okay? And it's already peeling. So, in that respect, not military grade. Not military grade at all. Alright? I'm going to show you another spot that I noticed the coating was kind of rubbing off, and that's inside here on the top. Which is all along here. You have that board in here, the stiffening board. Well, when you look, you can see that coating is rubbing off all along there. Whoops. Come on, get back into focus. Yeah. And that's just abrasion from daily use. And that coating's coming off. So, whatever formulation for coating that they are using, it needs to be improved. A lot of people bash military surplus, military items, but I'll tell you what, whatever coating they use on the inside of those packs is dang near bulletproof, I swear. Overall, for a Chinese-made copy of the MOLLE 2 Assault Pack, it has held up well. Do I think I got robbed? Do I think my money was spent well? Well, here's the thing. You can go out and you can buy a $30 or $40 backpack, and you're going to have a $30 or $40 backpack, and it's going to last you about 2 months. 3 if you're lucky. And then it'll have a major failure. I don't see any major failures here other than the coating. The coating is my biggest complaint. The straps, everything is stitched really well. I can see getting many years of use out of this. And, you know, there are waterproof coatings that I can spray to the outside of this pack. It's not that huge of a deal. Do I think it's worth $113 what I paid for it? Yes, I do. Because let's face it, in today's world, the way the economy is, the way everything is, you want a decent pack, you're going to spend over $100. Is this decent? Yeah. Is it military grade? No, it is not military grade. This is what I would call a close copy, but not quite there. But does that mean you shouldn't buy it? That's up to you. I think it's worth the money. And in fact, I checked just before filming this. This is still $113 on Amazon. Link in the description. So if you're looking for a pack, you know, a day pack, an overnight pack, whatever, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, but you want something that's not going to fall apart the first time you use it or within a month, this is the pack. Okay? It's inexpensive, relatively speaking. It does its job. So for me, it doesn't get 2 thumbs up, but it gets 1 thumb up. Okay? Buy it, don't buy it. That is entirely up to you. For me, it serves my purpose 100%, and I'm happy. Would I buy it again? I have kind of mixed feelings there because I really started doing a deep dive, reading a lot of reviews, watching videos. Helicon Techs makes some very nice packs, and I have been eyeballing a few of them. You're going to pay $60 to $80 more for a Helicon Techs. So you're getting up, you know, $150 to $200 range. But they're excellent packs. So, you know, it all depends on what you're doing. If you're that weekend backpacker who goes out for an overnight or for a day hike, maybe something like this where you're not spending a ton of money. If you're the type of person that wants to go and do the bushcraft thing for a couple days to a week at a time, you might want to spend more money. But these are my thoughts. This is my opinion, and I am an expert on my opinion. All right? Your opinion may vary. But that's all I got to say about this pack. Buy it. Don't buy it. That's up to you. I will catch you all later on out in those woods.